Hello, 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 YouTube! Today we're going to be watching the single mother VTuber that overcame everything. Otsukare. I love their mother and daughter duo. I see their clips. It's so fucking cute. Their clips are so cute. So let's see. Because I think this is an interview. Yes, yeah, dream. Thank you for sacrificing your dream so I can pursue mine. Oh my god. This is gonna be sad and emotional. 100%.
On April 9th, 2025, a JP indie VTuber named Otsuka Ray posted a
Yeah.
heartfelt letter to her daughter starting kindergarten.
My daughter Reika will be entering
Oh,
kindergarten this spring.
adorable.
Without everybody's support,
Oh my
I wouldn't
god.
have been able to raise her as a single mother.
Oh my
From
god,
these two sentences
my heart, my heart is melting. Oh my god, that's so sweet.
alone, I knew I had to tell Ray's story to the Western audience.
Yeah.
Inspired, I DM'd Ray for an interview to learn more about this Brazilian story of being a single mother in Japan and being able to support her only daughter through her VTuber activities. Ray
That's
graciously
so
agreed to answer my questions, so now I will tell her story. This story begins with a Japanese girl falling in love with a particular individual. Sadly, he ended up being a playboy and Ray got dumped.
Hell yeah.
If things couldn't be even more intense, she
Typical, typical. Yeah, that's really like common in Japan. Like the playboys and stuff, like really common.
found out that she was pregnant.
The day I found
Yeah.
out I was unexpectedly pregnant, I felt anxious. My parents
That's
were
so
repeatedly
sad.
in and out of the hospital, and I don't have any siblings. I wasn't sure if I could raise a baby properly without anyone to rely on.
She was definitely on the fence about giving birth, and to complicate things, Ray was a physically weak person, so people around her was concerned about whether she could safely
It's so sad. Like I have multiple family members that got pregnant when they were still young. So understand this, but like the only difference is that the people that impregnated them, like okay, actually tried to support them. One tried to run away, but just okay. I think one ran away, and then like my family, my I think it's my cousin just found a new man to support them. So I know it's really tough. It's hard. It's sad. Like just it's annoying because like I do have family members that experience this, and it sucks.
give birth. What shifted Ray's mind was her familiar duties to her father and grandmother. Both of these family members told Ray personally that they wanted to see the face of her unborn daughter, and these very words
Oh, that's so
influenced this young
sweet.
woman to give birth.
My
Yeah.
father received a terminal prognosis, and my grandmother was already of an old age. I wanted to make them happy while they were still alive. And this
Oh my god, my heart.
feeling also motivated my determination to give birth to Reika-chan.
It was important to mention that Reika's birth itself was a difficult one. Due to Ray's weak physical
Yeah.
body, she was actually in critical condition during the child rearing process. It got so bad at one point, the doctor approached Ray's father and asked him, "Do you want to save Ray or Reika?" Thankfully, both did their best to persevere, and so Reika safely came into this
Yes.
world. It was during this time where a president of some agency tried to recruit this new mother to become an idol streamer at their company. Because Ray loves
Oh
singing
my
and
god, this literally just like Oshinoko, but a good one, a good ending of Oshinoko.
dancing and needed a source of income to support her newborn. She jumped
Uh,
at the opportunity. This is kind of where Ray entered her Oshinoko arc
yeah,
because while she was doing
she
her idol
is.
activities, she had to keep it a secret from her fans that Reika exists. Lady Luck
Yeah,
was on
that
this
is pretty sad though in VTubing culture. That okay, especially in I think in Japan, like the thing about like having like not being pure, like it's typically the idol culture not being pure, you're tainted and stuff like that. That is the fucked up part of like the idol culture though. And like mainly in like Japan. I think it also like happens in the West, but it's like rare. But it's much more common in Japan, and it's sad. That's why I don't like Japanese idol culture. It bothers me so much.
New idol side because she was getting more popular as an idol
Yeah,
streamer and was actually getting a lot of
yeah,
money from
because like being idol is really rough. You can't date. You cannot have any relations. You can't even like have male friends that they might like judge you for that being having like a male friend. That's got
fans. But at a certain point, Ray felt a growing burden of
yeah,
lying to her fans. But on a much more important note, there's also the possibility of making Reika feel lonely. This is where
yeah.
she made a complete career shift towards VTubing. But why VTubing?
Originally, I performed as an idol without concealing my face, but I had an opportunity to perform alongside VTubers at an event. Witnessing how much they enjoyed performing and how brightly
Yeah.
they shone on stage sparked my interest in this.
Also, it's much more safer for you if you're a VTuber because like you conceal your face and like identity. Less stalking.
World of VTubing. I was also deeply moved by the enthusiasm of the fans,
Yeah.
which made me think I also want to dive into this world too.
I do think that the VTubing scene is less toxic, I think, than the idol culture. So I believe I'm not in the Japanese like idol culture. I'm not into that, so I don't know if it's the same in VTubing culture as well. But I know that US like Western VTubers or like outside Japan, it's like it's much more common to be like more outgo like more open with your friendships and like relationships. So
VTubing just made sense in this case because it was the optimal choice of raising Reika as a single mother by being able to work from home while maintaining
yeah,
a certain level of
true,
privacy. What made things even more interesting is that this
true.
new VTuber made the conscious decision
Yeah, yeah, and it popped. She's popping off.
of including Reika in her
Yeah, that's so
streams.
cute.
My daughter is still young and in such an irreplaceable stage of childhood, so I would
Yeah,
always like to be by her side. As
yeah,
expected, baby Reika would cry for milk every few hours. I don't have anyone close to me whom I can trust Reika to,
yeah,
and I think it's impossible to hide the truth while doing streaming activities
yeah.
alone.
But yes, it's being a single mother is hard. It's really hard
One other thing that
because you need to like focus on your child and remember it's still a child, it's still a baby. It cannot live on its own. You cannot just like stream for like 12 hours or like even 2 3 hours. It's still a you're still in kindergarten, so yeah, you need to like focus on them because like that will make you neglect your child and that might like affect their growth.
Ray mentioned was that she fondly looked back on the times her parents had recorded videos of her
Yeah,
childhood. In many of the same ways, streaming together
that's
with
so
her
sweet.
daughter was a way to preserve her daughter's growth and memories. Well, I'm very happy
They're
Reika
playing
was included
Minecraft.
in her streams because
Yeah,
she is
it's so cute.
precious. I mean, look at the time she found out that she was going to Sanrio Boroland.
長すぎる長いサンリオピューロランドご招待券でございます
She's so cute. Oh my god, she's so cute.
サンリオピューロランドっていうのがあるんですよ
Personally, my
She's so
favorite part of this
cute.
dynamic is when Reika
Oh my
would jump
God.
on for a karaoke stream and sing with her mother.
こっち出ていこうねじゃあごめんなさいはい
Her cuteness is so.
ごめんなさい
Oh
はい
my god.
ごめん
Oh. Oh my god, she's so cute.
なんで今蹴り最後にしたの
I'm thankful to
adorable.
God this girl isn't my niece because
Yeah.
if she asked for pocket money at a
Oh,
family
yeah. Oh yeah, you're giving that shit. Like you're gonna go broke if she asks something. Like my god.
function, I would deadass Venmo her $500, send her 5.59
Yeah,
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin.
and
Oh my
start a
God.
trust
True.
fund for her.
She's so
Rayson
cute.
actually
and
shared with me
sweet.
that she plans on releasing an original song with Reika-chan, and it will be a cute children's song on My Mama When that peak drops, you know what
Which-
I'm blasting when the bros
yeah.
hand me the aux cord. What's
That's gonna be on for 24 hours. My god.
truly amazing is how a medium like VTubing makes content like this accessible and is able to give individuals like Ray an opportunity to pursue their dreams, but
True.
also have the opportunity
And it's much more safer than like being an idol. It conceals your face and identity more.
of being so involved with raising their children.
I am truly glad from the bottom of my heart that I chose to become a VTuber. My body isn't very strong, so I believe it will be difficult for me to continue as an idol or get a regular full-time job while raising a child on my own. I was a victim of stalking during my idol days.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that is pretty fucking horrifying. This is why I don't like idol culture. It's so bad. I hate that part of the idol culture. Like, it's cool and all, just like the people that like the idols are kind of fucking creepy and fucking stalky.
For the sake of protecting my child's privacy, being a
Yeah.
VTuber where I don't
Yeah.
have to show myself is the choice that can give me peace
True.
of mind. Most importantly, because the VTuber work style exists, I don't have to miss the irreplaceable moments of being with
True.
Reika.
But beyond this miracle story, I also wanted to get Ray's perspective on being a single mother in Japan. It would be an understatement to say that there is a huge negative stigma towards single mothers in this country. Japan is a place that embraces traditional values
Yeah.
and has a strong emphasis
Yeah, that's
on
probably pretty bad there. It is pretty traditional. I love Japan, but they are pretty traditional and like some like old views might like kind of like they're not like holding up with new generations, and it's sad sometimes.
family structure, especially having a two-parent household. A
Yeah.
single mother is the complete antithesis of this.
Yeah.
So when a normal Japanese person initially runs into single mothers, they are instantly labeled as irresponsible, failed, or
Nah, that is pretty fucked up though.
even selfish
I
for
don't know
raising
why.
a child alone.
In
Why?
Japan,
I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. I don't understand that. Like, I don't because it's mostly the guy's fault for leaving. Legitimately, it's not the mother's fault for being like, oh, I'm a single mom. It's mostly the dad's fault that they left, or it's mostly like, okay, it's not like if they die, okay, that's not their fault that they died, but mostly if they are like got okay impregnated and the guy left, and that's pretty fucked up. But majority of that always happens, like dodging responsibility.
the reality is that being a single mother often doesn't leave a good impression.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, we find ourselves in a difficult financial situation.
Yeah, understandable.
And it is not uncommon for people to think that poverty equals our own fault.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked
This
bad.
is a common belief held by many Japanese people based on the current standings of this group. According to the scholarly paper, Evidence from Low-Income Single Mothers in Contemporary Japan, 51.4% of single mother households in Japan live below the poverty line, which is one of the highest rates among developed countries. Many people just overlook how hard it is of truly
Yeah, it is pretty hard. You're a mother, like you need to take care of your child, take care of yourself, and also make money. Like you cannot just leave your child to go to work. You need to like pay someone to like look after your child. Now that's like cut from your paycheck. Now buy food, then rent, then electricity, then water. Like my God, and that's really a lot, especially for a single mom. You cannot like you cannot like do two jobs at once because like okay, you're gonna leave your child alone all the time now. In like the pursuit of money and making your life more that's how do you say it, like more comfortable. But it also like backfires because it makes your child's life less comfortable because like you're not around more. And makes your child sad and makes mostly like that's sad. That is pretty
raising
sad.
a kid alone in Japan.
No matter how hard we work, we also face prejudice, such as you only care about work and neglect your child, or I don't think
How
you
do
can
you how do you make money if you don't work? Oh my God, that's so so dumb mentality. That's a dumb mentality. How can you make money if you don't work? My guy, how do you make money when you don't work? Like,
Properly raise your child. The truth is, we work that hard because we care about our child.
yeah,
However, I feel like it is hard for others to understand that.
I could definitely feel Ray's frustration of people looking down on single mothers.
yeah. The one thing that I do dislike about Japan is their close-mindedness. Some of the old people have really close minds and won't accept changes. That's pretty bad. I hope it changed though in Japan because I do want to like travel there and like do stuff, and like if this keeps up, like Japan will actually like their birth rate is like low because of like how I think the prejudice is, and like the people that are just still think of old traditions, and not traditions but more the old mentality of like you must act this, and it makes the younger generations more rebellious and won't do that because okay, like you're just gonna, because I understand the feeling of like okay, do this and do that. Like it makes me want, it makes me don't want to do that now because you're just like I was about to do that, now you're telling me to do that. I'm not gonna do that. Like it's just
like her who put everything on the line for their children. She shares things like, as a mother, what brings me the most joy is seeing my daughter smile. No matter how
yeah.
tired I am, Reika's adorable smile always heals me, or observes that children mimic what parents do as they grow
True.
up. That's why I have to work
True.
hard to be a role model for my daughter.
True.
When I hear these deep, meaningful answers about being a single mother, I can only show my respect for people like Ray. My respect for her only grew further as she gave encouragements to single parents out there diligently raising their children on their own.
You don't have to be perfect, and don't work too hard. The worst thing that can happen is for a parent to fall ill.
True. You can't take care of your child if you're ill. That's the more point. Don't work too hard because you're gonna get ill, sick, and no one's gonna take care of your child. Like, what are you gonna do? Make your child take care of you? She's 3, so yeah,
Especially a single parent.
yeah.
I used to
Especially.
keep pushing myself to the limit and ended up falling ill. My viewers scolded me for it, so I've been more mindful of my workload.
What I just like about Ray's story is that it provides so much hope.
True.
She's able to show people that there's always a way, despite your circumstances or the way people label you. For me though, at a certain point, I straight up asked her, how in the world did you persevere through all these life challenges?
That's pretty hard. That's
For her
probably pretty hard.
specifically, being a single mother is hard enough, but she
Yeah.
also had to deal with other life curveballs, like having her father pass away last year, or dealing day to day with her physically weak body. To that question, she had a short but profound answer.
The more difficult experiences a person has gone through, the more they are able to save someone's soul. The person who never gives up until the end will
Oh my
undoubtedly
God.
succeed. These two phrases have always remained in my heart. Since I was young, I have experienced various illnesses and long-term hospitalizations. Even now, I often can't sing well due to my throat and ear illnesses. But I believe that you will eventually be rewarded for pushing through these tough situations.
True.
This has been the story of Otsuka Rei and her inspiring story of being a single mother VTuber raising her precious 4-year-old daughter, Reika. If you want to support her in any
she's so
way, all of her
cute.
social info
Pat
will
her
be
head.
down below. She has expressed deep interest in interacting with overseas fans, so don't be
True.
afraid in showing her some love. I will also be assisting her in this really monumental
Don't be
project.
also like rich. Ah. There's problem with both sides. Overseas fans, because of that, you might interact with like the toxic Twitter people, and I don't want that to happen to her. Oh my god, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen to her child. Like, bitch, I don't want the toxic Twitter people to know about them. My god, they will nitpick and make something wrong about you being using your child as content and like just like bullying her. Oh my god, that just makes everything worse. Oh shit.
Projects that US fans will appreciate, so be on the
Yeah.
lookout for that. Now,
True.
if you don't mind me, I'm gonna indulge in my 20th replay of Reika-chan belting out Lolligot Requiem. So peace!
That's so sweet. I love this video, and oh my god, that makes Otsukare's story like make her more inspiring. Oh my god. Oh my, they're so adorable. Thank you for watching though. If you like this video, like this type of content, please leave a like and press that subscribe button. Leave a comment below if you want to see what you want to see and recommend me some videos. And if you don't like this content, comment below. I swear. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye.